Good evening and welcome to Genesteel Stadium once again. Round 4 here in VPL 1 Victoria. The Preston Lions taking on Northcote City in the City of Darebin derby. And there's one change for Louis Atsevsky's men. Chock Dow drops to the bench. Will Bainham starts up top. Connor Bell and Wesley Gibello on the wings. Matt Symes between the sticks. Benji Leviticos, Aaron Anderson, Alec Mills and Adrian Valenti all retain their places in the back line, as does the midfield of Andrea Roxandich, Brandon Lawton and Marcus Schroen. For Northcote City and for the co-coaches in charge, Zelko Kuzman and Steve Bebic, they make 6 changes from the side who went down 4-1 against Kingston City last week. Brandon Kumanow, the goalkeeper, Jacob Lever, Michael Domfe, Joseph Tweets and David Marabu all dropped to the bench. In comes Kevin Lynch, Nicholas Minas and Yanni Panakos from the Pine, and then 3 big ins. They were absent last week through suspension, but Trent Skipetis and Zach Bates are eligible to return. And Josh Wilkins, big name recruit from Port Melbourne in the off-season, is able to return from injury. Jet Fitolani is on the bench as well. So they've rung the changes, Northcote City, after that shock-heavy defeat. Thought they turned their season around when they defeated Western United 2-1 with 9 men at the conclusion of the game in round 2 after a 3-1 opening round defeat to Melbourne Victory. Preston, of course, got their first 3 points of the season last week against Western United. 2-1 the scoreline. And we're about to get kicked off here. Yanni Zizis is the referee tonight. Preston, of course, in their all-red home kit. Northcote City in their all-white away. A final check of the watch from Yanni Zizis. It's not quite 8:30 yet. Players are a little over-eager to get out to their starting positions. And here we go. Another big home crowd is packed in to Genesteel Stadium tonight. It's an expectant home crowd as well. Goals from Connor Bell and Aaron Anderson securing the victory. A big second half performance last week against Western United. Preston having found the winning formula. Looking to go back to back. Here is Connor Bell after the big switch from Leviticos. He's crowded out. Took a little piece of his direct opponent there. Yuki Uchida, one of the players who retain their places in this Northcote team. He was voted man of the match in that 4-1 loss against Kingston. At least Northcote's man of the match. He was looking for another free kick, but Yanni Zizis is less than impressed. So Northcote will have a throw through Salakides. Into Skipetis, who avoided a further ban at tribunal. He'll be a danger man for Northcote. 10 goals last season for Kingston before making the switch. Kevin Lynch cutting out that attack. Alec Mills, very positive, attacking that ball. So is Marcus Schroen in the challenge, and now Connor Bell is able to slip Will Bainham into a channel. Bell playing as a makeshift striker last week. Didn't get as many touches with the ball as he usually likes. But did come up with the crucial opening goal. Now here's Leviticos down the right. Preston earning a throw deep in opposition territory early. Brandon Lawton. Leviticos with the deep cross. Connor Bell was waiting for it to drop, but George Salakidis able to recover in time. Mills onto Anderson. The crowd up and about early here at BT Connor. Anderson into the feet of Bainham, who turns it around the corner first time. And that flag does come up. And the assistant referee on the near side. Nick Menas taking the free kick long, making his first start of the season after playing as backup to Brandon Kumanau to start the year. Kumanau, who was first choice throughout the 2023 campaign, so it's a big call from Steve Bebic and Željko Kuzman in the Northcote dugout. Had to make plenty of big calls this week after the manner of the defeat to Kingston. It's a dead even head-to-head record between these two sides since Preston's promotion into NPL 2, as it was then known last season. A win for Preston at home. Delano Ferro amongst the goals in that round 10 win, 2-1, for a 2-0 loss away to Northcote at John Cain late in the campaign. Still waiting to see Delano Ferro, the reigning Sasha Ogninovsky medalist this season, after did an ankle injury in pre-season. I'm told he's not too far away. Philemon Asafa is the left back for Northcote, taking the throw here. Outstanding in their win over Western United. That's a lovely touch from Schroen. His pass cannons off the head of Salakidis. Now Gibello attempting to shield the ball and not succeeding. Here's Zach Bates, who's held back. Gibello's attempts to recover unsuccessful, and will have a free kick in a decent position here. Trent Skipettis standing over it with intent. Yanni Panakos not far away. 2 in the wall for Preston. This is going in the mixer, you'd think. And in from Skipettis, and it's helped on by the wind into the arms of Matthew Symes. It's been a tower of strength and consistency this season. Finished where he left off after that horrible shoulder injury. Here you go, Northcote. Off the throw. It's cut back to Latrakis. Asefa. And now Skipetis. Sizing up Leviticos and then drifting further infield. Valenti couldn't get his head to it, and it's volleyed over the crossbar. Well, Northcote's first moment of promise, and it comes through Alan Webb. Aaron Anderson has to send it long under the high press there, and now Latrakis picks up the scraps. Intelligently poked through by Uchida, but Panakos was unable to latch onto it. Now Preston work it out quickly to Valenti, trying to put it into space for Bell. It wasn't a terrible ball, you know. Rather untidily played out by Northcote. Anderson able to get in the way. Anderson, Rock Sandage. And the drums are going in the grandstand. That trademark Preston home atmosphere at play, as it always is. Leviticos with the interception, and then the pass through to Gibello. Awkward bobbling ball, and Gibello has it under his spell, but only briefly, as his cross is intercepted. A second bite at it here, though. Sandich didn't really have a passing angle anywhere, and Bainham wasn't quite able to provide one in time. Minas hit long. Keep the ball is the message from Alan Webb, if you heard that on our effects mic. Skipetis unhappy. Leviticos. Kevin Lynch, who smashes it into the night sky. Neither side really able to control this game so far. Skipetis onto a loose ball. And he's brought down by Leviticos. Late sliding challenge. And a bit of afters involving Yanni Panakos, who goes into the book. See, Leviticos was just dragged a little wide by the overlapping run. He's gone into the book as well now. Not sure if it was belatedly for the challenge or whether it was something he said in the aftermath. Benji Leviticos with his second yellow card of the campaign. Skipetis has another chance over the dead ball. Wouldn't bet against him shooting here, you know. He's got a rocket of a right boot. He does go for goal, and that's way off target. Absolutely skied. That draws the jeers from the home support.
We've had a green-coloured Visa Platinum card handed in. Obviously someone's lost their Visa card, belonging to a first initial E, surname Miano. First initial E, surname Miano. If you'd like to make your way to the window of the media room.
Down for Lawton. Wichita appealing for the free kick. Play goes on through Gibello. Early delivery. One for Connor Bell to chase. Bell going at his man. Lovely clip ball, and Gibello couldn't get there in time. Rock Sandich standing in the way of Skipatis, and now Alec Mills. Physical but fair in the opinion of the referee. Leviticos. Gibello drawing two defenders again. And he finds a way through somehow. Covering challenge from Matt Latrakis, and Preston have a corner. It's going to be Connor Bell to take. 4 runners at the top of the box. It's short to Mills. It's a rehearsed routine, this. It's broken down. It's Aaron Anderson it came out to. Safer eventually throws it up the line. Webb leaning into Leviticos, who was pleading innocence. Just over 15 minutes gone in this first half. Both sides still feeling each other out at this stage. Anderson. Raking long pass. Flag up for offside there. Gibello would have been if he'd touched the ball, and referee deeming him involved anyway. Mills. Well contested header from Alec Mills. Bates dragged to the deck by Brandon Lawton. Groans of disappointment in front of our commentary position, but Northcote have another free kick, another opportunity to deliver a ball into the box. Kevin Lynch, the obvious aerial target, the Irishman coming up from the back. It's Yanni Panakos with the responsibility. It's a short delivery, drops to Webb, And then from the angle, he drives it towards goal, but it's deflected behind for a Northcote corner. Well, there was a little shout for handball there. At least hopeful appeals coming up from the Northcote players. I think you can hear the wind really picking up tonight. So that one's a little short of the near post. Skipettis on the turn. And he's not getting any closer. Lashes that one high and wide. He's not shy to shoot from range. That's for sure. Scored an absolute cracker against South Melbourne in the Australia Cup last season. Lawton. There's Latrakis. Got his body in the way and Lawton went through him. Elsewhere around the competition tonight, we've got a game down at Bentley. I can tell you Western United already 2 goals up at Kingston Heath. 2 goals inside the first 13 minutes there for the visitors, and that will interest Preston fans because the Lions are making the trip to Kingston Heath in just 2 weeks' time. First they've played Bentley in some years. Leviticos. Off Bainham. He can't hold up the ball. Here comes Anderson. Leviticos. Chased down by Bates. He keeps hold of possession. A wrestling match between the two. Mills. Connor Bell. Shifting the ball and creating space for that pass, but it holds up in the breeze and Gibello was offside anyway. Northcote, the long throw down the right. First ball, it's almost Zach Bates, but Aaron Anderson getting in the way. Racing out of the defensive line to clear. And Gibello brought down. And he's starting to get frustrated, Wesley Gibello. Mills. To Schroen. Back to Symes. Mills was looking for Connor Bell. Might still come for Valenti, no. It's always a nervy moment when the ball bobbles up like that. Now it's helped on by Bainham for Brandon Lawton, who can keep it in. Goes for a little nutmeg on Wilkins, but there's no way past. Now it's safer. Panakos. Zach Bates turning and twisting and finding an evasive route. Cut out by Anderson. Now Lawton drifting wide. The 1-2 with Roxandich, and Lawton trying to find room to cross. Was he brought down by a safer? Referee says he got a piece of the ball, and therefore will be a corner for the home side. Going to be an in-swinger from Valenti. Outstanding last week with his set-piece delivery in particular. He can't beat the first man that time. Second chance to cross, and it's a good one, almost straight onto a head there. And now Anderson catches it on the volley. And that's the game's first shot on target. Straight at Nick Menas. Uchida. Whistle goes for Preston again. Marcus Schroen brought down. Struck beautifully, a left-footed volley from a central defender. Aaron Anderson got a taste for goals after last week. Struck that very sweetly, but too close to the Northcote City keeper. Alec Mills. Valenti was the intended target. Well, that attack peters out. Fair distance off that goal kick. Northcote playing with the wind in the first half, and you can see it makes a difference there. Bainham. Back to Mills. Bell. Caught in possession. Now Panakos back the other way. He's got Salakides on the outside. Well, and that's where the wind doesn't help you. Attempted cross. Sailed behind the fence. Got another VPL 1 game going on at Brunswick City. They are currently scoreless against Melbourne City Youth. And over in the top flight, Heidelberg lead Green Gully 2-0. It's a 1-1 between Dandenong City and Oakley Cannons, and scoreless between Moreland City and Avondale. No clear contender has emerged just yet in the early rounds. That's the way of the second division in Victorian football. It was chaotic and unpredictable last season. No team could really string together a consistent run of results. Until Dandenong City and Werribee broke away. Or Dandenong City and Manningham broke away, I should say, in the final few weeks of the campaign. Mills. And for Valenti. And now knocked down the line for Bell. Josh Wilkins is across in a hurry. He's got a decent burst of speed for a central defender. Spent most of his career at right back, Heidelberg, and then converted to the right side of a back three at Port Melbourne. Suffered an ACL injury last season. He's made his return in time for the new campaign. They've been easing him back, had a start in round 2 and then out of the squad in round 3. Anderson. Good switch for Valenti. On to Anderson. Now Wesley Gibello. Early floated cross, Bainham contests, and Nicholas Minas able to claim. Minas, again, good distance. Wind assisted that one. Skipettis closely marshalled by Valenti that time. So those Northcote wingers have been switching flanks. Panarkos finds Alan Webb, and it's straight to Matthew Symes. Northcote's first shot on target. Are ahead 4-1 in the shot count, but a few of those have been long-range speculators. Bainham. Great strength and skill to hold the ball up there. And helps it on to Valenti. Neatly done. Now Connor Bell, the chance to run at Salakides. Instead he'll stand and deliver early, and it's straight to Wilkins. Connor Bell bringing down his man rather agriculturally. No booking from Yanni Zizis, but Alan Webb was not best pleased. Pettis. Off Rock Sandich. And then Gibello to clear. Only as far as the top of the box. Skipettis again, and now Alan Webb to the byline. Northcote corner. Been a big response after last week. Panarkos bounces short of the massive players in the middle. Well defended by Lawton. Bates wins out on the second challenge. Lofted in by Bates. Mills got a piece of it. Asafa onto Uchida, and it's blocked. Japanese playmaker. Perhaps Northcote's best player last season. A very inconsistent campaign. Most recently playing in Malta before being lured down under. Here he is again. Yuki Uchida. And that one's way off target. Put that one down as a cross, I think, to be kind. Safer. Trakas, now Bates. Northcote forced back to their goalkeeper. And Valenti slightly misjudged it. Had to slide in to win it. Win playing havoc with the aerial balls again. Vitikos into Roxandic, and then Yanni Panakos wanted a free kick for that. Nothing doing. The noise starting to build as Preston go on the attack. Wesley Gibello off like a freight train here. And the cross is lofted to the back post. It doesn't stay in play. Well, Connor Bell and Wesley Gibello have seen plenty of the ball. Might like to see Brandon Lawton and Marcus Schroen in more central attacking positions more often. Roxandic conceding the free kick, much to his disbelief. Well, the grandstand is rattling with excitement. Preston fans making an absolute racket here tonight. It's Northcote's free kick, and it's Lynch attacking it. Misses everybody. Just a little nick on the way through. They'll get another chance to swing it into the box. In swinger. Too deep. Skipetis with a doomed chase to keep it in play. I can tell you it's now 3-1. Western United lead away at Kingston Heath, but Bentley have pulled a goal back after going down 3-0 in 28 minutes. Brought down Vitikos in rather cynical fashion there. Not clear enough attacking opportunity to give a booking, but certainly a tactical foul. So the supporters have been absolutely sensational all night. The noise has been constant. If Preston can find a way through, that grandstand is going to shake to its very foundations. Gibello's flicked header. And Schroen involved. Connor Bell. just put off balance in mid-air there and had no way to defend himself. We're going to have to stop the game for an injury here to Preston's star man. Looks like he's going to be okay to continue after landing heavily on his lower back. He's just trying to protect himself and vault the challenge and ended up being hit in mid-air. Start with a drop ball for Nick Menas, and we're back underway. 7 minutes remain in first half regulation. Neither side has really mustered a clear-cut opportunity on goal. Could be about to change here. Well defended by Mills. An off-rock sandwich. Shabello getting his body in between attacker and ball and drawing the free kick intelligently there. Anderson. Schroen's flicked header. Will Bainham cutting a pretty frustrated figure up front at the moment. Schroen. Chip ball into a channel. Salakidis has to knock it into touch. Lawton couldn't hold it. And away come Northcote the other way. It's Yuki Uchida. Stopped in his tracks by Marcus Schroen with the retreating challenge. Now Alan Webb. Sizing up Valenti, going past him. No. Well, the assistant referee was signalling for a free kick there, but he was overruled by Yanni Zizis. See the flag waving, but Zizis had perhaps a better angle on the challenge there and decided to wave play on. Don't see that too often. Of course, the flag for a foul is only a suggestion, as is the offside flag. It's all down to the central referee at the end of the day. And Wesley Gibello protecting the ball well. He's felled. That's a good spot for a free kick for Preston. As numbers gather in the box again. Anderson forward after his towering header last week. Alec Mills in the mix as well. Marcus Schroen has a knack of getting free in these positions. It's going to be a retake because I think Preston thought it was a corner there. Taken from the wrong spot, so take two. Bit of a pity too. It was a very nice delivery, but got to take it from where the free kick, the offence occurred. The second time, it's much less tasty. This time it's a corner. It's in dangerously, and Schroen was waiting. Northcote did enough to defend their 6-yard box. Philomena Safer. To Latrakis. Connor Bell thumps it into his nearest man, and Preston come out with possession. Lawton. They're still regaining their shape here. They don't have obvious width on the left, so Valenti tries the ambitious crossfield ball. Connor Bell challenging for everything. Leviticos onto Roxandich. Just put slightly off balance by the contact there. You wonder if he'd gone down. Instead, it's Roxandich conceding the free kick and the yellow card. It's now gone 4-1 to Western over at Kingston Heath. Brunswick City leading Melbourne City now. Skipetis out muscling his man and then drifting infield. Skipetis saved well at the near post by Matthew Symes. His first shot on target. Gibello fouled again for the upteenth time tonight. It seems to always be him. Trent Skipetis looking dangerous. He's returned from suspension. Quickly taken throw. For Bell. No way past Philomena Safer. Back to Leviticos. Early ball. He's well fielded by Nick Menas. To the last minute of regulation in the first half, we await the fourth officials board. Through the legs of Lawton, and now Panarkos. On for Zach Bates, advantage paid to Northcote. Bates wanted to strike on goal. Skipetis back to his feet after the challenge, and now is Safer thinking about the cross. Thought about it for too long. Just 1 minute on the fourth officials board. Signalled by Jock Quartermain. We have had one injury stoppage, but didn't require treatment. Bainham to Lawton. It's a chess match so far. Leviticos. Bainham. Great challenge. Now Bell. Taking a heavy touch there, and he's been cleaned up by Kevin Lynch. Fairly, I might add. Ball and man. Perhaps one last chance for Preston in the dying embers of this first half. Crowding the 6-yard box. Valenti with the in-swinger. Bell at the near post, can't get there. It spills to Brandon Lawton, and it's blocked. And that's going to be half-time. Oh, there hasn't been much in it. Preston with plenty of territory. A few chances to show for it. Can't be said that Northcote have broken through too many times either. Trent Skipettis with the best of those chances as he cut inside onto his left foot and forced a decent save out of Matthew Symes. We go in at 0-0. And frankly, it's been a 0-0 game. Plenty to discuss at half-time for Lujatsevski and the Brains Trust. We'll take a short break here on the Preston Lions live stream. It's delicately poised at Genesteel Stadium. A half-time score, Preston Lions 0, Northcote City 0.
From the crowd to participate in the soccer activity. number 24. If you can please make your way to the media window beside the pavilion and ramp up the ramp next to the speakers. Just knock on the window and we can hand you a prize. And also, as mentioned earlier before, there was a green coloured Visa Platinum card handed in, belonging to a person with the first initial E and the surname Miano. First initial E, surname Miano. You can come in and collect your Visa card from the studio as well. Thank you.
Welcome back for the second half here at Genesis Steel Stadium. Just about to get underway as the coaches make their way to the benches. Scoreless through the first 45. It was very much a 0-0 game. A few chances in that first half. Expect to see some spaces opening up in the second. Preston with a late chance after the corner kick from Valenti in first half stoppage time, and Brandon Lawton's resulting shot blocked en route. Trent Skipetis with Northcote's best opening in the first half when he cut inside and shot straight at Matthew Symes. Just beaten around the near post, I should say. No apparent changes for either side at the break. That's Wesley Chabello running out of room as the ball races towards the byline. Another very healthy home turnout, populated on all sides of the grounds. And the shed was absolutely rocking up at the back. Preston just need to give them something else to cheer about in this second half. There's been so few opportunities. Had some promising build-ups, but lack of end product in the final third. Wasn't until the second half that Connor Bell made the breakthrough against Western United last week. Imagine the words of Louis Etsevsky and the coaching staff still ringing in their ears as the Preston players build from the back here, and Will Bainham helps it on to Connor Bell, who is offside by the narrowest of margins. Yanni Panarkos dispossessed. Good work from Lawton, and now Valenti. On to Leviticos. Preston probe for an opening through the middle of the park. It's a little short on the back pass from Bell. Now he's racing back to cover defensively. Connor Bell. Well, he made up for his error. Quick dash back into defence. Alan Webb nearly taking advantage of that short back pass. That is Webb helping it on to Skipetis. And the whistle goes against Trent Skipetis there, much to his dismay. Trowan. Chabello. Valenti forced back. Just not quite clicking through the middle of the park for Preston at the moment. Middle third of the field, I should say. Anderson. Leviticos. This is better. This is much more promising from the Preston Lions as Connor Bell gets free down the right and the cross is just short of Will Bainham. That's left short and Wesley Gibello gets a foot in. It's cleared off the back of Valenti and Northcote City escape with a defensive half throw in. Already Preston attacking with more purpose and intent as they've come out the half-time break. It's a wayward clearance from Josh Wilkins. Benji Leviticos is greeted by the drums in the grandstand as he takes the throw quickly. Lawton, a moonraker of across that one. Gibello's header. Bainham brings it down. Change the point of attack. Let's see what the idea was from Alec Mills there. Just struggling to get Will Bainham involved as both a pivot in build-up and a presence in the box. Seems to be caught between the two at times. Leviticos. Now Connor Bell is a chance here. That ball stayed in, you know. Looked like he had no right to get that, but such is the burst of acceleration. Managed to stretch and keep the chance alive. Anderson looking for Leviticos. Just puts enough pressure on Philomena Safer to win the throw. Into the chest of Bell. Lovely twist away from trouble, and then Bainham! Oh! What a peach of a cross! And Will Bainham obliges with a thumping header to send these home fans wild and send Preston into a 1-0 lead. A little lifeless in the first half, a little directionless, not so in the second. These players have immediately responded. And Will Bainham with his first goal for the Preston Lions. The grandstand still shaking. Such a brilliant assist from Connor Bell. Faced with two defenders. Simply spun and shimmied between them and then delivered that ball off his weaker left foot, if you don't mind, on a platter. Will Bainham was never going to miss from there. Fantastic finish. And now Wesley Gibello on the charge again. Connor Bell running at a safer and off the shins of the left back. Preston corner. Well, the Macedonia chant goes up. As well it might. Valenti's chance to cross. It's the right area from Valenti. No Preston head to meet it though. Here comes Alan Webb. All handshakes between the two. No free kick for Roxandich, but very intelligent defending as usual from the number 18, who goes about his business in pretty understated fashion, but you notice him when he's not there, that's for sure. Uchida can't find a way out. Valenti for Anderson. Symes back to Anderson. Suddenly these passes are really connecting and zipping. Throw in doesn't quite. Bainham making uses of himself, but one breaks down for Northcote. Roxandich's header is a good one. It's on for Gibello. Had the beating of Wilkins. Kevin Lynch is there to back up his central defensive partner. Anderson away. For the clearance from Salakidis, the Northcote captain. That throw-in's not going to be allowed. Trent Skipetis with a false start. Salakidis. Skipetis, rather nonchalantly, he had no one on him. Preston Marcus had just dropped off at the last second and could have tracked that. Leviticos frustrated with himself. So he shanks that long pass, and now Kevin Lynch into the vacuum of space. Going to the byline with Zach Bates. And Leviticos brings him down. He's got to be careful here. Northcote City are asking for a second yellow card. Looks like it's just going to be a free kick. On to Lynch, and then another header coming in from Philemon Asafa. Just glancing wide. Preston survive a nervy moment at the back there. Valenti cuts it out twice. Bainham onside. Connor Bell will chase down this. Look for options in the box. Bell's cross. Bainham again! And it's blocked en route. Latrakis went down, clutching his head. The referee has to stop the game for a head injury. Connor Bell and Will Bainham just starting to connect, starting to build an understanding. Bainham, the 6'2" target man. And for Queen's Park in Scotland and Lexington. They're in Kentucky in the United States, and he's come to Preston with plenty of responsibility and expectation on his shoulders as the starting number 9. Just had a back issue late in pre-season that kept him out of the early rounds, but starting to get back to peak match fitness, and is obliged with a goal tonight. Anderson just edged out of the aerial contest there, but it doesn't matter. Schroen's spin and tried to put Gibello into space. Salakidi saw him coming. Away by Mills. Gibello brings it down. Bainham, has he gone too early? Flag is up. Just gets a little telling off from Yanni Zizis there for kicking the ball away. Though it is pretty loud here. We're forgiven for not hearing the whistle. Bates goes back to Wilkins. Salakidis continues his run. Uchida finds Skipettis. Cut out by the challenger Valenti. Advantage paid for Northcote. Skipettis goes down again. And Gibello the culprit. Neither side have gone to their bench just yet. I have to wonder if Northcote are considering a change at this point. They do have another great set-piece chance. They've had a few of these. Skipettis. It's come off a hand there, and it's a penalty. Brandon Lawton had the arm raised. And Preston have shot themselves in the foot there. A lifeline for Northcote. And it's going to be Trent Skipettis. Yet to score for his new side. Now the boos ring around the ground as Trent Skipettis steps up. Matthew Symes in the way. Skipettis scores. He's just squeezed it home. Symes went the right way. Maybe got a touch on that. And it was struck with venom. And it's back to 1-1 here. in the Darebin derby as Preston prepare a double change. The game is flipped in an instant. Off comes Benji Levitikos and Andrea Roxandich. Luke Jago summoned from the Pine for his second Preston appearance after returning from injury last week. And Dom Felino returns from suspension for being dismissed against Melbourne Victory. Takes up straight swap right back. Lawton is going to drop into that holding midfield role. An aggressive change from Preston. And Northcote have made a change of their own. On comes Michael Domfey. There's 2 goals to his name already this season, including one from the penalty spot. Foul straight away against Lawton. Looks like Alan Webb has been replaced. In fact, it's Yanni Panakos who's come off. Alan Webb has drifted out to the left. So Northcote with an out-and-out number 9 now. A rangy and pacey one in Domfey. Preston adding a bit more guile and creativity to that midfield in the shape of Luke Jago. As well as some fresh legs at fullback. Flicked on by Bainham. Stud showing in the challenge there, and Northcote will have a free kick. Crunching challenge from Schroen, and then a bit of afters on the deck afterwards, and Valenti hitting the turf as well. Schroen and Skipetis. Now Connor Bell jinks past a safer. Preston free kick. Grandstand cheers. Connor Bell too hot to handle at the moment. Similar position for Preston to where Northcote forced that penalty at the other end. Valenti's in swinger. It's a low one to Bell, and he swings and misses. It's a daisy cutter just along the top of the turf. Connor Bell couldn't quite connect. A clever idea though. It's Latrakis. Picks out Salakides. Now Skipetis. Shaping to shoot. Stills Trent Skipetis off the post. And the rebound for Michael Domfey is blocked. Northcote inches away from a second. Desperation defending on the rebound. Trent Skipetis is hard to stop when he picks up pace. Alec Mills, bravely and elegantly done. Gibello. Cutting inside, Salakides. Lawton. Preston forced back. Anderson kicks out for Lino. Jago's ball into feet. Doesn't quite have enough on it. That ball's on top of the grandstand, so just halts Preston's attacking momentum. Bell. Connor Bell keeps it in on the narrowest of margins. Now Lawton opts to cross. Was that a shot? Oh, it nearly dropped in. Go down as a shot from Brandon Lawton. Don't think that's what he intended. To have Nick Mina sweating. Lawton, Jago, Alan Webb caught up with him from behind. Latrakis. Bainham had a little nibble at the ankle there. Pettis. Early delivery off the chest of Mills. Now Yuki Uchida. Valenti had to time it perfectly. It's out to Skipettis. Floated cross. It's actually curled out of play and back in again. Well, if you've just tuned in, you missed a pretty eventful start to the second half. Preston taking the lead through Will Bainham after a beautiful turn and cross from Connor Bell. Before Northcote replied from the penalty spot. Brandon Lawton handballing from Northcote free kick, and then Trent Skipettis stepping up and burying the shot from 12 yards. Matthew Symes got close, but not close enough. So we're all square in the city of Darebin Derby. Bell seeing this one all the way to the byline. Just over 15 minutes plus stoppages for Preston to find another goal. Though Northcote are applying plenty of pressure of their own this last 10 minutes or so. Quickly taken throw, and now Luke Jago is streaming into space. Jago finds Jabello. Bainham would have been offside there. Schroen back to Wesley Jabello. Valenti on the overlap. And that's missed everybody. Oh, 2 targets in the area. Delivery was so good last week. Adrian Valenti hasn't quite found the same touch from out wide. Domfey Zach Bates lofts it over the top for Alan Webb. And Dom Foligno getting in the way. Half-hearted appeals for a back pass there, but no chance. Chabello's shoulder blade. Preston still have Choc Dow. They could inject into the action. Giorgio Serdenis and Syed Fatemi, other attacking options available. See who Preston turns to make a late cameo. Beautiful turn from Lawton. Gibello. Quite beat Salakidis for pace. Mills. Valenti. Beautifully worked. Valenti. Bainham has to check back. Looking for a runner. Dom Foligno stepping in field. Narrow. Northcote just flooding the central areas. Gibello looks for a target in the box. It's deep. It's too deep. Again, that delivery is letting Preston down, as it was in the first half. It's been a much brighter attacking display in the second, it must be said.
A grey ticket, H number 24. If you can please make your way to the media room window, which is located at the northern end of the pavilion, and up the walkway ramp leading into the grandstand. Next to the speaker, we'll provide you with your winning OCAM $400 voucher. Thank you.
Shanked goal kick from Minas. He's copping plenty from behind the goal after that. Valenti trying to pick out Gibello on the run. It's well seen over the line by Josh Wilkins. And we'll hold up for the substitution as Choc Dow gets his final instructions from Louis Etsevsky. Preston's third change of the night. And it's a straight swap on the left. Wesley Gibello making way. Domfey flicks it on. Skipetis. Well won by Jago. Helps it on for Bell. Preston on the charge here. Connor Bell can't beat his man. That was a real chance. It's actually Will Bainham just getting a foot in. Preston, it was 4v4. Important challenge in the 1v1 from Philemon Asefa. There's a couple of players down for Northcote. Kevin Lynch amongst them. Copped a knock to the mouth, perhaps. Bainham is down doing his stretches, but he gives the referee a thumbs up. Jago into Bainham. Catches it on the half volley. Now Lynch getting the boos after he held up play earlier. Zach Bates hasn't had a whole lot of joy tonight. But Jago had to act quickly under pressure from Domfey. Salakides anywhere will do. Drops kindly for Latrakis. Jago can't break free. Northcote come the other way. Whistle goes. Zach Bates brought down by Lawton, but it's Brandon Lawton who's come off worse there. We're going to need the physio on. Preston down to 10 temporarily as they defend this set piece. They've had a lot of set piece defending to do. Jacob Lever is being summoned from the Northcote bench. The central defender. To Domfey. Appeals for handball, and it's ruled out. It won't be a goal. Yuki Uchida thought he'd given Northcote the lead, but Yanni Zizis waves it off. A hand used to control the ball, and Preston survive. Now that board goes up. Philia Safer withdrawn. Suspect Kevin Lynch will go to left back, where he's often been deployed. And Jacob Lever will go to the harder defence, although it may be a straight swap. In fact, he's going straight out to left back. So maybe a chance for Connor Bell to run at a less mobile player. Now, the Englishman is an excellent defender. He's not often deployed wide. Chocked out, thought he was entitled to a free kick. No such luck. Just looking at that disallowed goal again. Oh, it's Northcote straight into the penalty area here. Uchida again. Blocked and behind for a corner. Looked to be a spot-on call from Yanni Zizis. In both handball decisions. They've swung the match one way and then the other. Skipetis to take the corner. Northcote turning the screw. Header at the back post is well off target. Down. Looking for the return from Schroen. Josh Wilkins. There's that elite recovery pace. Hasn't always been a central defender. You can see when he opens his gate how rapid he can be. Just moving centrally later in his career. Domfey. Dow. Bainham. Excellent flick. Wilkins went to ground more in hope than expectation. Valenti told off for stealing a few yards. Felino has help in Luke Jego. Jego shapes to cross, straight to Minas. This game almost unbearably tense as it enters its final 4 minutes. A win would vault either side into the top half. Lynch going on an adventure, the centre-back. Early ball is easy pickings for Matt Symes. Now Dow. Throw in a little telegraph the return there. Yuki Uchida able to position himself intelligently. Double change prepared for Preston. So Dennis and Fatemi are stripped off and ready to go. Just be Giorgio Serdenis to start with. As Will Bainham is withdrawn. Northcote preparing a change as well, but they didn't have time to make it. Joseph Tweets, the number 14 attacking midfield player, has been summoned. Alec Mills. One for Sir Dennis, just runs on very quickly for Minas and looked a promising ball as it came off the boot from the centre-back. Well fielded by the Northcote goalkeeper. Domfey. Skip Pettis. It's his path blocked, and then the flag is up against Skip Pettis. They will make that substitution now, Northcote. I think it's Zach Bates limping off, and then the fourth official has gone for a sixer. As Zach Bates hit the deck behind him. Slapstick comedy on the sideline. Don't think you caught that on camera, as that one's turned over by Lawton, and now Skip Pettis on the march again. Schroen staying with him. Skip Pettis driven in low. Valenti probably didn't need to clear that, but he is limping. There was a sense of panic and desperation in the defensive line. Salakidis near post again. Lawton shanked into the air. Symes underneath it, was fouled. Well, Zach Bates now limping back to the Northcote bench. Insult to injury after he was tripped over by the fourth official, Jock Quartermain. Lever winning the header against Bell. Skip Pettis helped on. Domfey. Michael Domfey looks up, sends a hopeful chip in the direction of Joseph Tweets. Yuki Uchida. Now Alan Webb Sizes up the cross. Skapetis can't make contact. And Matthew Symes made the call. To leave it, let it run through for a Preston goal kick. And now the 90 minutes is up. And 4 minutes to be added at the end of this one. Time for either side to make something happen. As Anderson turns it over. Uchida back to Skapetis. It's Trent Skapetis from the angle, and it's well fielded from Symes. And he wants to get going quickly. A long bomb downfield. Headed into touch by Jacob Lever. Been on the back foot for a good chunk of this second half after such a bright start. And Preston muster something right at the death. Foligno. Bell thought he was fouled. So did the fans behind him. Lever. There's no choice but to concede the throw. Anderson into Lawton. That one intercepted. Uchida to Tweets. It's Joe Tweets out to Alan Webb. He'll keep it in. Webb, shout for handball, and waved off. Just come off the midriff of Luke Jago. It seems the arm was raised, but the ball didn't strike it. At least not in the opinion of Yanni Zizis. Well, 2 penalties for handball would have been tough to take. Jacob Lever has come onto the pitch. He's a tall target. Symes comes out with the punch. That's what Preston needed there. Now Georgia said Ennis. Oh, that's a late tackle. And it's a red card. Oh, Giorgio Sir Dennis taken out at full tilt right in front of the grandstands. And that's on for young and old now. Matt Lutrakis has been red carded. It's Northcote's 3rd red card of the season already. It was a big collision, no doubt. So Dennis apparently unhurt, which is good to see. Oh, big moment of controversy right at the end here. Now every Preston player forward and the 10 men of Northcote are back. The referee hadn't signalled for the restart. Preston bench irate. Now Symes will go long. Strohan is the target, doesn't reach him. Foligno for Bell. Bell swarmed by two Northcote defenders. Can't wriggle his way through that time. And that will be the final whistle. Oh, it ends in ill-tempered fashion. The feisty City of Darebin derby. And it's all square. Preston took the lead early in the second half. A well-worked goal. Fabulous assist from Connor Bell. And Will Bainham obliged. Thumping header from the edge of the 6-yard box into the corner for his first Preston Lions goal. But Northcote City drew the game level after a free kick was handled by Brandon Lawton. Trent Scapetta stepped up from 12 yards to bury the spot kick. And in the end, both sides share a point, probably a fair result. Well, Preston have another home game. This 4-game homestand continues against Kingston on the 8th. Another Friday 8:30 p.m. kickoff before making the trip to Bentley on the Friday night in round 6. For Northcote City, it's away to Bentley next week and then on to Eastern Lions the following 2 home games. 3 in a row now. Well, thank you for joining us here on the Preston Lions live stream. Tightly fought Darebin derby ends level. The final score at Jenna Steele Stadium. Preston Lions 1, Northcote City 1.